Hi Taurus, this is Tisch Aitken, and this is your monthly astrological report for the month of August 2022. If you could please subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it. We begin the month of August with a lot going on, a lot of electricity and explosiveness. Uranus, the planet of chaos, brilliance, surprise, and the unexpected, met up with the North Node of Karma in your sign on July 31st, and that's a big explosive energy. The North Node represents our collective destiny, but it's transiting in your sign and has been since January of this year, and it will be in your sign through July 12th of 2023. With the North Node transiting in Taurus, you grow through finding things that are of value to you, what you love, being creative, being artistic, or just bringing value to your life and going towards what you love. Uranus has been transiting in your sign on and off since May 15th, 2018. Uranus doesn't like being in Taurus because you're a very grounded and predictable sign, rather. And Uranus is very chaotic and unpredictable. It's ingenious, but it's hard to hold down. And so Uranus met up with the North Node in your sign. This could bring really big opportunities for you out of the blue, because Uranus can be just suddenly out of the blue in a flash. And the North Node is where you're meant to be going towards. So really growing. This is a time for you really to grow what you want to build in your life, because once the North Node leaves next summer, it won't return for another, it comes every 19 years, so about another 18 years or so, or 17 and a half years at that point. So, this is a time to really tap into that energy. But with Uranus in Taurus and the North Node, this could bring unexpected weather patterns, because Uranus rules earthquakes, and Taurus rules Mother Earth. It's very equated with the earth and nature, but it brings enlightenment. It's a very electric, exciting, and very unpredictable time and energy. Jupiter, which is the luckiest planet, the planet of expansion and abundance, retrograded on July 28th at 8 degrees and 43 minutes of the cardinal fire sign of Aries. We feel the buildup 5 days before and 5 days after. Jupiter has been transiting in your house of dreams and spirituality since May 10th. It will remain in this sector of your chart through October 28th. Then it's going to return to the 2 final degrees of Pisces and expand your house of friends and groups and networking. If you're single or looking to meet people, that will be a phenomenal time from October 28th through December 20th to build community, to meet new people. If you have your own business, to network and promote yourself on social media. That is a sector equated with the internet and social media, and promoting yourself in that regard, but also just building your tribe and finding your tribe. But with Jupiter retrograde, right now we feel the intensity of that, so it doesn't feel as expansive, because Jupiter is how we expand. Then we've got this just out of the blue energy with Uranus and the North Node. And Mars meets up with Uranus on August 1st in your sign, in your first house. That could be energy that is accident prone, so just be wary to be extra careful and patient in what you do. People can act explosive, and the first house is on the axis of the house of relationships, so you want to lay low with that energy, because Mars is the ancient ruler of your house of partnerships. But again, taking action, because there could be some very exciting and innovative opportunities for you in many different areas of your life. The Sun and Mercury are both transiting in the fixed fire sign of Leo in your house of home and family. That's where you're shining right now. A lot of focus on home, getting organized. Maybe you're doing some home work from home. Maybe you're getting some things fixed up at home. And Venus, the planet of love and beauty, is transiting in the cardinal water sign of Cancer as we begin the month, transiting in your house of local community, learning, teaching, local travel, networking, marketing, and sales. So good for meeting people, good for socializing. Again, if you have your own business, good for marketing yourself and getting out there. So we begin the month, and Mars meets up with Uranus on August 1st, more explosive, electric, and wild energy, very unpredictable. On August 2nd, Venus, which rules your sign, forms a helpful aspect to Uranus. And that's very innovative energy. That could be good for you for social opportunities out of the blue and for networking. On August 4th, Mercury, which is the planet of communication, enters the mutable Earth sign of Virgo, where it will be through August 25th, transiting in your house of creativity, fun, children, and love and romance. So good for having some fun, good for being creative. You are such a creative sign. You're ruled by Venus. Good for some love opportunities and socializing. So that's nice. And then on August 7th, Venus, the planet of love and money, forms a beautiful aspect to Neptune. And Neptune is the higher octave of Venus, very creative and romantic and loving energy. But on that same day, Mars, which is transiting in your sign, forms a challenging aspect to Saturn. And that can feel like a roadblock professionally, and you could feel frustrated. Good for doing tasks that take a lot of patience and a lot of work. On August 8th, the Sun forms a very helpful aspect to Chiron, the wounded healer. Good for tapping into those corners of your mind or those corners of your life that you haven't dealt with, to bring some light to healing those issues. But also on that date, late on the 8th Pacific Daylight Time and early on August 9th Eastern Daylight Time, Venus, which rules your sign, forms an opposition to Pluto, the planet of death and regeneration. That could bring challenges in communication for you. There could be breakups of that energy or just big power plays. So just kind of knowing that relationships can get challenged, and for you, it's in the house of communication. So just kind of, be careful with your words, and people might be looking to challenge you. On August 11th, on August 11th, there's a lot happening. The Sun squares Uranus, and that could bring unexpected opportunities. That could also be a bit chaotic and feel a little anxious. It could be some stuff with family going on potentially. Then Venus, the planet of love and beauty, enters the fixed fire sign of Leo, where it will be through September 5th, transiting in your house of home, emotional security, and family. Good for reunions, good for beautifying your environment at home, doing some decorating, and good for getting your needs met. Mars forms a helpful aspect to Neptune, good for being creative in your actions, good for doing spiritual practice. There is a full moon that occurs that day at 9:36 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 19 degrees and 21 minutes of the fixed air sign of Aquarius. This full moon occurs in your house of career, and it sets off where Saturn, the planet of responsibility and karma, has been transiting since March of this year. It got to 19 degrees of Aquarius in early March, and it'll pass this degree in the beginning of December. So letting go and figuring out what you've been working on, because you are in a major career cycle through March 7th of next year. This is a big career time for you. So really focusing on what you want to anchor, what you need to release to get to that place. And then on August 14th, the Sun opposes Saturn. That can feel draining. Maybe it's challenging at work and you feel overwhelmed, a lot of responsibility, you can feel a little tired. maybe issues with family that are a little bit challenging. On August 16th, Mercury forms a really innovative aspect to Uranus, great for socializing, great for pitching ideas, good for having some fun, and maybe a date you get out of the blue, but that's a nice energy. On August 18th, the two benefics of the zodiac are in harmony, and that's really nice energy. Venus, which again rules your sign, the planet of love and value, forms a beautiful aspect to Jupiter, the luckiest planet, and that's good for having fun at home. That's good for spirituality. That's good just for feeling positive and very abundant energy. On August 20th, that's a big day because Mars enters the mutable air sign of Gemini. It leaves your sign where it's technically in its detriment because actually it's in its fall position in Taurus because it's exalted in, it's in its detriment because it rules the sign of Scorpio in ancient astrology, and you're the opposite sign. So Mars leaves your sign and enters Gemini on August 20th. It's going to retrograde on October 30th at 25 degrees of Gemini, and then it will station direct on January 12th at 8 degrees of Gemini. It's transiting in your house of income and money, possessions, and what you value. And for you, this is really a time to reevaluate how you can be productive in your spending habits, in your ways of making money. And if you're launching something new professionally or business-wise, Mars will be retrograde from October 30th through January 12th. Take the steps now if you're trying to create something new, because you don't want to launch something new altogether when Mars is retrograde. And it will be retrograde again from those dates. And Mars will also be out of bounds from, from October 22nd through May 4th. And that means it exceeds the sun's outer limits and it does not play by the rules. So a lot of Mars energy. Mars will be in Gemini through March 23rd of next year. So it's going to be in your house of money, income, and what you value for a long time, and really focusing again on your spending habits, on your finances, and on your ability to make money. This helps you to bring in a lot of financial, that's where the action is. But with retrograde energy, it could slow down a little bit conceivably. Excellent opportunity to reevaluate how you can be more productive in earning money. On August 21st, Mercury opposes Neptune, and that could feel confusing and challenging. And then on August 22nd, Mercury forms a helpful aspect to Pluto. That's up-leveling energy, and that's very positive energy, good for feeling empowered. The sun enters the mutable earth sign of Virgo, and it'll be in Virgo through September 22nd, transiting in your house of romance and fun, lighting up that area of your chart, bringing more romantic opportunities. On August 24th, another big day of the month and of the year, Uranus retrogrades in your sign at 18 degrees and 55 minutes of the fixed earth sign of Taurus. We feel the buildup 5 days before and 5 days after, and there could be big, surprising and shocking things that happen around that time. There could be big endings out of the blue and big change. And again, there could be weather patterns that are very chaotic, that happen. On August 25th, Mercury, the planet of communication, enters the cardinal air sign of Libra, where it will be through September 23rd, transiting in your house of work and health and daily routine, good for focusing on your work and your projects and getting things done. On August 26th, Venus squares Uranus, and that could bring unexpected opportunities out of the blue that are exciting. Could be a little chaotic with relationships with Uranus. Expect the unexpected, but it is a very innovative and creative energy. On August 27th, there is a new moon that occurs at 4 degrees and 4 minutes of the mutable earth sign of Virgo. And this new moon occurs at 4:17 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time in your house of romance, fun, and self-expression. The new moon is always a time to plant new seeds, set intentions. This is your heart. What makes your heart happy? Whatever that is, set intentions around that. On August 27th, the sun also squares Mars, and that can be a challenging energy, a bit combative. On August 28th, Venus opposes Saturn, and that can feel restrictive with work or with family, and there could be breakups conceivably or challenges in relationships. On August 29th, the North Node of Karma forms a semi-sextile to Chiron, the wounded healer. And the North Node is transiting in your sign. That's a cosmic invitation to face the wounds. Not all easy, but a good thing to do. I wish you a lot of luck, Taurus. A lot of energy for you going on, but it's exciting too. Follow the North Node and grow what you want to have. Thank you.